Do you desire to turn your passion into income? Connect with other creative souls who also dance to the beat of their own drum? I'm Marie-Nicole, and I'm devoted to combining beauty, uniqueness, and connection in everyday living experiences. As a creative professional and Dharma coach, I help people connect to the truth of who they are and facilitate them in embodying their uniqueness. It is my hope in this podcast that I inspire you to live your life on your terms and earn your income through being uniquely you. After all, it's the unique thread that we each contribute to the collective tapestry that creates the whole. The title of today's podcast episode, Sharing Your Story is Not Manipulation Marketing, comes from the fact that your theme of your life is actually a powerful lesson that you are here to work through. And the learnings from your journey are valuable for others when you share them. When you are faced with challenges and continue to focus on ways to move through and beyond them, transmuting these challenges into what becomes your medicine that you share with others, providing hope and building connection from your heart to the hearts of those who are going through a similar challenge, who may be thinking that that's just the way things are and that there's no way to change it. Seeing you move through a similar challenge offers them encouragement and even ideas of how to go about changing things that they themselves may not have considered yet. When I went from being an artisan full-time, working from home, traveling to trade, to opening a multifaceted business with a commercial space at the core, that provided a space for women and mothers in particular who had moved to the region based on their partner's employment opportunities, feeling isolated and disheartened by the fact that their own career options were limited, not just from living in a rural location, but also working within the constraints of their family's needs. This was my story, and I was determined not to let it turn into the story of many women in my circle that were many years ahead of me in their maternal journey, ending up doing work that did not ignite their soul, letting go of their professional dreams and just doing work to help pay the bills or get out of the house, once their children were at an age where they could return to the workforce. Some of these women had been out of the workforce for so long that they had not stayed up to date with advancements in technology and had not taken any steps towards their dream career and lost the belief in themselves being able to realize that dream. This inspired me not to have that become my reality, as I knew I had more to offer the collective than just raising my children, as much as I saw my role as a mother as the most valuable. I also wanted my boys to see women as more than just domestic goddesses. This was my inspiration from many years before moving to the country and being in that isolated situation. Because I believe we all have our unique gifts that we're here to offer the collective. And it's not just about us women keeping house and feeding mouths. So when it came to my move to the country and feeling isolation, I opened up a commercial space that focused on providing other women a place to showcase their talents, engage with each other to provide support and encouragement, which is so valuable when you think what you are doing is just nice to do and not a necessity. While my space was not just for women and mothers, it was inspired by the story of women and mothers. Creative men also engaged in and sold through that space. Anyone doing business to their own beat really was who that space was there to support. My story before opening that space was one of feeling isolated, as I said. For most of the week, working from home, spending a lot of time alone, traveling to trade on the weekends, coming back from those travels, feeling so alive after connecting with all the other creative souls, sharing their hearts through the creation of their unique wares too, which is why I wanted a space where we could connect on a more permanent basis, not only with each other, but also with our customers too. It took a lot of drive, passion, self-belief, which I did not have in abundance, I must say. Even though people saw me as confident, I lacked in the area of self-belief. But I had enough to keep trudging through those challenges of bringing that dream into reality. And I was being driven by a greater purpose than simply making money or serving my own needs. It was about supporting others too. Sharing my story of isolation was not a way to manipulate customers into buying. It was the story I shared as a way to connect with others feeling that similar sense of isolation. Whatever their story, it did not have to be exactly like mine. But isolation is something many people suffer from, even while surrounded by people. Isolation can be experienced from having a different perspective from the majority of those around you. It can come from actually being different no matter where you go, never truly fitting in. This is also another aspect of my story, feeling like I belong nowhere and everywhere at the same time, which I actually find quite beautiful now, as I have come to realise that my free-spirited way of being is what makes it easy for people to feel comfortable in my presence, as I do not expect them to be just like me, because no one can be. Which is one of the things that was really magical about that commercial space, the permission it gave others to be themselves. Letting go of that space was a difficult thing to do, but an easy decision to make with the changes taking place in my personal story. Interestingly, since becoming a coach in the Digital Solutions program, I have met numerous women across the state with similar stories to mine, finding themselves in their later years as a single parent, creative professionals doing work on the side that will simply help pay the bills, but having a passion for something other than just getting by. So they continue to work on their passion career with all of their commitments despite their constraints, because they know they are here to do more in this lifetime than merely survive. We are all here to thrive. When someone says, I am struggling to get this off the ground because I don't have time, I don't have the resources, I'm not great with technology, they don't have fill in the blank, then they are given simple, achievable, actionable steps to take to get them closer to their dreams, and it is so rewarding to see them glow, grow, and thrive. These recommendations of simple, actionable steps to take have come from my own journey of taking course after course, spending thousands of dollars on learning, followed by the trial and error, tweaking and trying again, spending years diving deep into complex methods and systems, then discovering as a one-woman band, simple steps that help me make progress is better than trying to build something bigger than Ben-Hur, with limited time and resources and ending up not being able to complete the task. Action is better than inaction, which is what leads to our desired outcomes. The simple, effective approach has been a far better option than increasing the complexity, which I will only do once I reach a level of ease that has been developed in executing that task. Then I can make it more complex and go deeper. But knowing which simple steps to take first has come from the years of learning, trying, testing and tweaking, not waiting for all the ducks to line up for me before taking any action, which is what has enabled me to balance single motherhood and my business activities, not letting go of my personal dreams, health and well-being because of the changes in my personal circumstance. If you would like to be supported through your business's digital journey and presence, then make the most of this opportunity to receive that help at a much lower rate through this government-funded initiative serving micro and small business owners. If you're in New South Wales, Australia, have an ABN, run a for-profit micro or small business, even if you're just starting out, for a small fee of $45 plus GST, when you select the All Access option, you can receive up to 4 hours of one-to-one coaching, focusing specifically on your needs in the digital space. By signing up to the program through my affiliate link and choosing the All Access option, you'll also be supporting the production of this podcast, as I receive a small finder's fee for bringing you into the program. This is a great way to get a taste of how working with a coach can help you unlock these simple, effective ways to elevate your business to the next level in the area of your digital presence. Register for the Digital Solutions program by simply clicking on the links in the show notes. Back in episode 44, titled Was It Actually Failing?, I shared the story of my upbringing. Not to manipulate you into signing up for my coaching because I have overcome such challenges at a foundational level, but to inspire you to see that you too are capable of reaching your goals and dreams by overcoming one hurdle at a time, taking one simple step at a time. I've been presented with numerous hurdles and challenges that I have overcome since my childhood, which speaks to the fact that once we have overcome one, that is not the end of hurdles and challenges for good. What it is muscle building, preparing you to overcome even greater challenges as you travel along your path. Not just overcoming them, but also doing so faster each time. It also teaches you to notice them as they approach. It's training you to be more discerning along your path, making more effective decisions and recognizing when you didn't, but you knew deep down inside that you should or could have if you had paid more attention to the signs your intuition was giving you. Life will continue to present us with similar challenges until we learn the lesson it is trying to teach us. So if you find yourself confronted with the same undesirable experiences or outcomes, this is an opportunity to really go within and look at what it is that you are doing or not doing that is attracting the same scenario into your field, providing you with the opportunity to overcome that pattern of behaviour. I see our journey through life as a spiral upwards, and that we revisit patterns and challenges of behaviour from an elevated position each time, and that we have the opportunity to learn something new about that particular pattern or challenge at each new level we reach. As we move through these challenges, our stories change, and we are presented with new challenges that enable us to deepen our understanding of our life's theme. My story of isolation is currently being revisited after closing my commercial space, working from home most days, but the difference being this time around that I've also taken on freelance work that has connected me to teams of people working on different projects. Plus, the clients I've been supporting through the Digital Solutions program is keeping me connected to my greater mission and vision of helping others thrive in doing business to their own beat, along with online retreats of my personal growth journey that I've taken part in, connecting with other people regularly who are also delving into their own self-exploration and awareness journeys, which has made me feel less alone in mine. Over the past few months, my story has taken some twists and turns that I am still navigating my way through, and while the challenges that have been presented are not fully transmuted yet, I have come to realise that if I cease connecting with others on an emotional level until I have everything worked out and worked through, I would probably never reach that point as something new would be presented to me. So I have been focusing more on how I can simplify things to amplify my life's experience. What I need to let go of to lighten my load in order to foster the ability to flow with more ease. Really looking at what is essential has been the theme, essential for me, that I simply cannot overlook or put to the side in order to be the support for others, because doing so only means that I am sacrificing my own health and well-being, and in the end, that won't serve anyone. Sharing a part of the story of my journey through this transition is not to say that I have it harder than others or deserve to be placed in the spotlight because of the challenges I've been faced with. It's not a form of manipulation marketing. It is genuinely coming from a place of expressing that we all have our own unique set of challenges and stories that can hold us back from truly thriving. There is no shame in expressing how hard it is, or even the fact that you've overcome it. Me sharing part of my story and journey with you here is because I truly hope that it offers you inspiration and encouragement to see your challenges as surmountable and your dreams as achievable too. Recognizing what truly lights me up from the inside out is why I continue to produce this podcast, and has also led me back to reigniting with my handcrafted wares as an income stream. Over the last 18 months since closing my commercial space, I shifted focus away from my artisanal work and focused heavily on my coaching and other freelance work. but recently have made space in my schedule for making as an income stream once again. So I have been slowly reopening product listings on my online store, starting with items that contribute to my days in magical ways, of which there are many. If you would like to see what's currently available, I have a link to the online store in the show notes too. Working remotely, having diversified income streams with several branches off my core business, all these items help me work more efficiently and effectively, stay organised, process my thoughts, especially with all the shifts and changes life presents me with, so I can continue to grow and expand rather than feel constrained or limited by situations that, while uncomfortable at times, really are opportunities to learn and grow. You too may find some of these products made by me with intention and love supportive to you in your daily life and journey. Now, it is no simple feat to hold the vision of realising your dreams when life is presenting you with experiences that make you feel like it's all too much and that maybe it's just not possible, or maybe the dream is not for me. If you did not have what it takes within your capacity to realise that dream, you would not be gifted with that dream in the first place. Life is full of contrast. Without the dark, we cannot appreciate the light. Without the contrast in an image, we do not see the form. Without contrast in fabric, we do not feel the texture. Our life's journey is not about only ever illuminating the highlights and tucking away the shadow aspects. The two go hand in hand. Moving beyond our story of hardship and challenge makes for a much more advantageous goal than getting stuck in a story of lack and inability to thrive. The point of life is to thrive. If you find yourself stuck in a pattern or a story that feels like you're just not moving forward from it, then perhaps it's time to look at what parts you can let go of that can make room for your growth and expansion. And let go of some of your load so that you can find flow and collect new stories along your journey to replace the old. So what's the point of this when it comes to doing business? People connect to your story. We've all heard the saying, facts tell, stories sell. Stories have always been the strongest way to get a message across, share important information and learnings. Why else would we have the expression, the moral of the story is? So what's the moral of your life story? What themes have you been presented with continually to overcome and work through? What's the story behind your business? What inspired you to start? Why do you do what you do? When you can express your core business story in one of these three ways, a short, sweet snapshot in under 1 minute, you'll have an elevator pitch ready. A slightly longer explanation, 2 to 3 minutes, you'll have an engaging conversation starter. And then a deeper, more detailed version, you'll be ready for a long-form interview or keynote presentation. Taking time to write out your core business story will help you capture the attention of and connect with your ideal customers, and use any promotional opportunities more effectively. If you'd like to hear more about how to plan and prepare your core business story, reach out and let me know. Leave a comment or send me a DM via Instagram. You can find a link to my Instagram feed in the show notes, and I'll happily devote an episode to this or create an opportunity to delve in deeper together through an online gathering if that's something that would interest you. So be sure to let me know. For now though, if you'd like someone to guide you along your digital solutions journey, make the most of the low-cost offer, thanks to government funding, and receive the value of coaching. If you're in New South Wales, Australia, sign up to the program today. And if you're not in New South Wales or Australia, but you would like to discuss other ways that I can support you on your journey as a coach, not as someone to tell you what to do, but as someone to help unlock within you the knowledge and power within that has been tucked away under all that conditioning that has led to those limiting beliefs, we've all experienced that. Be sure to reach out. Let's connect and see what magic we can create together. It is my personal mission to help as many people as I can to connect back to their essence inner power, express their passion, live in alignment, and do what they love to earn their living and to contribute their unique gifts to the collective. So until next week, stay inspired to create a harmonious life and share your story and journey, so those who would benefit from hearing yours get the inspiration and encouragement that they need. Thank you so much for your time. I know how valuable it is, and I hope you got value out of listening to this podcast. If you are looking for a coach to support and guide you through your own unique journey of creating a life you love, then reach out for a connection call. And if you'd like to connect with other creative souls in person by joining us at a workshop, a retreat, or to book a unique shopping experience here at Creators Nest, I run those by appointment. So check out the website for more details. The link is in the show notes. Oh, and please leave a review. I'd love to hear any insights or inspirations that were activated in you from this podcast. And I look forward to drumming, dancing, or soaring alongside of you.